A lot of fluids and a lot of rest, but she says she's feeling 100% tonight. Our officials, Felicia Grinter, Brian Hall, Tiffany Berg tosses it up, and we are going to be underway. And it'll be TCU's ball. When you have a margin of error slimmer than your opponent, you've got to do the little things in this game. For TCU, we mean those 50-50 balls.
Yeah, 50-50 balls are important, and then also, for the offensive rebounds. Boxing out, not giving up second shots.
See the starting five for Texas A&M. First shot of the ball game off the mark. TCU gets another opportunity. Here's Hurd. A&M opens up in the zone, and it's a tough zone from the outside. Offensive rebound. And the putback by Patricia Morris.
She's there at the right spot at the right time to get that rebound and put it back in.
Morris only 10 points in the last 4 games. She has the ability to score. Texas A&M now with the ball, number 18 in the country. From the outside, Morris tips it. Here comes Lauren Hurd. A&M 9-1 on the year. Their only loss to Texas. That was an outstanding game. This is A&M's first true road game of the year. Hurd, penetration, big step, scoop, no, rebound, pulled away by Patty. Aaliyah Patty up ahead to Destiny Pitts. There's the three. Gary Blair talking to us before the game. He said the biggest problem in that Texas game, 3 of our first 4 shots we hit were threes, and we thought that's going to go the rest of the night. It didn't happen. Vic Schaefer's team did a great job defensively on the Aggies.
Yeah, that was called fool's gold. So you got to make sure you balance it out with some penetration, but mix up those threes.
Jackson inside, no foul. Shot clock reset to 20. Morris is going to be fouled on the play. That is probably the most aggressive we have seen Pat Morris.
Well, Morris is getting her hands on the ball, and she's at the right place at the right time of getting it.
Here's the head coach, the Hall of Fame coach for Texas A&M on October 28th. He announced this would be his last year. Broke Texas A&M's record for basketball coaches' wins, breaking Shelby Metcalf's record last game. Won a national title in 2011. Hometown of Dallas, went to Texas Tech. You knew him when he was head coach at South Oak Cliff. That was his first head coaching job.
Yes, that's where we encountered each other way back in the recruiting days when I was at Southern Cal and we were trying to recruit some of the players.
Pitts will launch the three, doesn't get it. Morris snags the rebound. Boy, that got a big smile from Coach Reagan Peebley on Morris's rebound.
Well, you need about 800 more of those in the career because I'll tell you what, that was a good aggressive rebound.
Here is Hurd. Jackson thought about it. Shot clock inside of 10. Adike on the drive, right down the funnel for the layup.
That time you take what the defense give you, and they kind of shift over, and she saw a big tunnel drive right there and finished it with the right.
Coach Gary Blair telling us before the game they have not played a complete 40 minutes yet this year. He said the closest they got was probably the DePaul game. Roby was getting position on the inside. Foul's going to be called. Tell you, look at Gary Blair. What an outstanding job. I remember when he got the job at Texas A&M, coming from Arkansas, he would go to Walmart in College Station and hand out tickets. He'd put up signs, please come to the games. They'd come to his house, knock on his door, wanting tickets to the game.
That sounds like Gary. He's always had a heart for the community and always knew how to raise, get people in the stands and raise funds too.
847 career wins. I'll tell you, those of us that had the pleasure of knowing him for a couple of decades, I was hoping he'd never retire from coaching.
Yeah, he's one of those coaches you never want to see retire, and he's just has done such a great job student athletes and helping them in their lives and doing a great job now with his team.
Coco and DK knocks down the three, and TCU opening up with an 8-0 advantage. That is something Reagan Peebley wanted this team to do. Come out, show some emotion early, and get a jump on Texas A&M.
Yeah, you got to jump on these type of teams, especially when they're nationally ranked, and take advantage of it early.
How about that deep defense by Coco Adike? Tara Manu Malaunya has checked into the lineup for TCU. Michelle Berry's going to get a little bit of a breather. We've played 3 minutes here in the opening quarter. A&M has missed their first 4 shots of the ball game. Another one right down the tunnel. Kayla Wells got a little bit lost on defense for Texas A&M.
Yeah, Wells was looking for, the steal from the outside, and, TCU went back door on her.
Adike's got 4. Wells misses. Jackson pulls down the rebound. Here comes Lauren Hurd. 133rd straight game, 102nd start for Lauren Hurd. Blocking foul, but again, aggressive offense by the Horned Frogs.
Yeah, Hurd, that chance, that drive right there, Ron, is just taking advantage of baseline penetration and go ahead and see that the defense is still in the charge block area and, get the foul call. You see it right here. Defense in the charge block area, 100% of the time, that's going to be called a foul on defense.
Here's Lauren Hurd, averaging just under 7 free throw attempts a game this season. Last year, it was under 9. The games leading up to Florida, including the Florida game, we all got the sense that Lauren was trying to do a little bit too much.
Yeah, and she wasn't getting lift on her layups. I think today, looking at her drive, she's getting a little bit more lift on her shots, dribble penetration, and she's going to have a lot of those around these games, and she's just got to learn how to, finish or to get to the finish line, to the free throw line.
Well, the last time TCU played Texas A&M, Lauren Hurd had 21 points in the contest. On the reverse, no. A&M can't buy a basket, and finally does Sydney Roby, the transfer from Miami.
Good strong putback.
Quick pass on the inside. They'll try it again, and it rolls around and down for Yummy Morris.
Good transition look early to the post player down low.
And a charge on the other end against Roby. Gary Blair telling us before the game that has kind of been a problem for Sydney Roby, getting early fouls.
Roby's like the enforcer out there, and she likes, contact. So you got to be careful with her in the open court, especially like situations like this. She'll chest up on you right there at the end.
And Reagan and her staff, her outstanding staff for TCU, they talked about that in shoot-around. Morris had an opportunity, tried to kick it out instead to Jackson, but they talked about getting charges from her in the tunnel.
Yeah, and you practice that, and your players got to be ready to take it, and take the hit. But they're going to try to have a goal, probably about 4 to 5 charges this game if they can get it.
Texas A&M, the best three-point shooting team in the NCAA. 45% as a team. That's just a loss of the handle. Jada Malone just couldn't keep the hands on it.
But that was good defense. Staying down, moving your feet. The player fake back into a fake, and then she had nowhere to go but just to throw it out of bounds.
Texas A&M, they are only 1 of 7. TCU has hit 4 of their last 5. That's going to be a travel call. And that'll go against Yummy Morris, who has played so well this season. Here's what TCU wants to do. They want to put a little pressure on Texas A&M because a lot of the A&M players like space. They don't like the pressure. Here's Wells, pull up from 13. Lauren Hurd pulls it away. And that's going to be a charge on the other end. Good job by Kayla Wells.
Well, Wells says, you all pull a trick on us, we're going to pull a trick on you too of taking those blind charges right here. Watch. Right there, she sells it right there to the officials, and they call it the other way.
Hoppy back in the lineup for Texas A&M. You see the double into Wells' hands, quickly picked up defensively. I like how they're aggressive on all their doubles, TCU is so far. Boy, Lauren Hurd collides with Michelle Berry. Want to make sure all the chiclets are still in place. Wells in traffic, can't get it. Whistle and a foul is going to be called.
Who you're going to guard, you skip pass over to one, over to the other. So you got to have a good stabilized defense for your shell and coming out and having stick hand help on shooters.
Taylor Wells, 81% from the line. We look at her, and the best comparison I can make, She's Dee Dee Richards, who played for Baylor, now plays in the WNBA All-Rookie team this year. But she reminds me of Dee Dee Richards, maybe because she scores a little more. Dee Dee didn't have to score at Baylor, obviously.
Wells is one of those, similarities to Richards defensively wise, a little bit with the looks, but, Wells is a very, very good triple threat player. She can get the job done offensively and defensively.
And an offensive foul away from the basketball. And that's where this margin of error comes in. Tabby Diggs called for the foul. You can't make mistakes like that when you're playing the number 18 team in the country.
No, because it takes away possessions. And, Wells got that same play, again, the charge in the chest there, and took away a possession there on defense.
One thing that A&M has had so far is they haven't had a whole lot of rhythm offensively until that play.
Yeah, they went to the side, pick and roll, and, the weak side got to come up and step up on the 2-9 defense, and they didn't have anybody step up to help.
Well, Jada Malone, 4 points in the last 4 games. All of those came versus Little Rock. Got her first 2. TCU tries to go inside, and Malone picks it away.
It's a good steal.
5 turnovers in the last 145 for TCU. Wells, baseline, has it rejected. Gets it back, sees the double. Picks, works it around. Hoppy for 3. And Tabby Diggs across the timeline. That's going to be a foul called on Destiny Pitts.
Yeah, that was a good battle down there, and even down here at the other end. Right here, she goes for the steal. Got a lot of arm and wrist on that particular play right in front of the official.
TCU just has to protect the basketball, out rebounding A&M, but they've coughed it up now 6 times in the ball game already. And that's something they've been doing very well of as of late, is protecting the basketball.
Yeah, and with the post players going to post on that last play, it should be a bounce pass in in versus a straight pass in.
Wells pull up again, 13. Second time she's taken that shot, can't get it. Here comes Lauren Hurd, averaging over 16 points a ball game. Manala Munya cannot get the 3 to go. Nixon on the drive, got it. Saw the opening and took it, Coach.
You got to watch her now. She's a little hesitation, stop and go, froze the defense. Everybody stopped, and then she just said, I'm going to continue on for the layup.
Nixon, the transfer from Notre Dame, preseason second team, all SEC, the 3. Aja Holmes, 0 for her last 8 from beyond the arc coming into this game.
You said it's going to rain jumpers out here in the threes, and it's starting to happen.
TCU still by half a dozen. Nixon, no. TCU's basketball.
It's all about the box out. Inside, TCU, what they want to do is crowd to paint, make their post players think about it as far as their post moves, and that's the second time you've seen the post player throw it out of bounds.
Our last 2 games, TCU has struggled scoring points, scoring only 55 and 54 points. They've been really hanging their head on defense this year. Only one opponent, or 2 opponents, I should say, or one opponent shot over 42% against them. That was Cal Baptist. Here comes Wells out of Grand Prairie, the graduate. On the scoop, no. Muckwad, nice rebound. Here comes her. Boy, Tabby Diggs ran the floor so well on that. Jackson lost the handle. Holmes, Muckwad, point blank range, uses the backboard.
Yeah, that's a simple give and go type of basketball, eye contact. I liked it from the beginning with the skip pass in from the corner.
Hoppy over Muckwa's hand, no. Hurd got it, lost it. They keep it alive. Might see a little horns action here, Coach.
Little horns action. They just want to, try to get the ball inside, but it was read very well.
Hoppy, nice job protecting the basketball from Hurd. So another turnover for TCU. 8 already in the opening quarter.
And that's where your post players got to seal off and ask for the basketball. And then the eye contact with the guard to the post has got to be quick.
Final 45 seconds here in the opening 10. Nice backdoor cut. A&M closes quickly defensively. Wells runs the floor. Easy two. Wells has 4 in the ball game. Lead cut to 7. TCU is led by as many as 12 here in the first.
You can see the energy right now starting to shift some. TCU's got to keep that energy. A&M is really applying a lot of pressure defensively.
3-second difference shot of the game clock. 8 to shoot. Lauren Hurd sees the double. Just throws it away. No place to go. Didn't get a whole lot of help. Coach Peevely thought it was tipped. Roby will come back into the lineup for Texas A&M. Also joining her, Sahara Jones, sophomore from San Antonio, Texas.
See a lot of pressure here in this last 4 seconds, so they can't get a shot off.
Roby sets the pick. 3 on the way. Almost banked it. Nixon thought she had it, but it won't go.
Great things, you know, out there defensively and offensively, and you know the timing has gotten a little bit better, having some time to play on defense and offense, and it's just a fun team to really watch and play out there. You can see the growth.
After the 3 missed by Jackson, Morris another rebound. Had a good first couple of minutes for TCU. Already 4 rebounds in the game for Morris. Double what she averages. Shot clock at 5. Berry has to give it up. Jackson clicks the side of the rim. They'll get a fresh 20. From the outside, the 3 is buried by A'ja Holmes.
That's the 2 for 1. Take the first one at the buzzer, second one off the rebound, goes in for 3.
Holmes had only 4 points in the last 4 games. She's got 6 today. Defensive breakdown allows Hoppy to go baseline.
Yeah, she did a good job there. That time the defense was so high up that she had the one side to just drive all the way.
Wells will check in. Next break of the action for the Aggies. How about that? Holmes coming alive in this game.
Nice little teardrop, you know, going into the tunnel. Didn't get all the way for the layup, but she did the little teardrop. A lot of coaches are teaching these days.
TCU by 10. They've led by as many as 12. Again, they attack that right side. Morris comes up with a loose ball. You know, Gary Blair telling me before the game we were joking. He said, you know, I don't like coming to TCU because I haven't had much luck here. Last time they were here with the Maggie Dixon Classic, they lost to Florida State in that game. Wide open, beautiful pass inside. They can't finish. A DK point blank, but a whistle and a foul. What a pass, though, by Morris.
That was a good pass to the high post, and then you make a nice cut, feed inside, and, you know, she just didn't really concentrate on that layup. But right now, she got fouled and be able to take that back, get another possession.
Pitts goes out. Wells comes in. Wells only 1 of 8 shooting so far in the ball game. Lauren Hurd wants to get in, and she does. And A'ja Holmes did a good job. Get a little bit of a rest. Both coaches doing a good job substituting so far.
Need that because it's a lot of energy in this game. They're really getting after it.
That's going to be an offensive foul. Tiffany Bird calls it. And that will be Michelle Perry, I think. They're going to call it on Patricia Morris. That'll be her second personal.
The Coach Blair likes to use a lot of set offense. You know, starts with a stack, and sometimes she uses isolation Wells to get to the basket.
Got a little bug loose on the rug. Possession arrow belongs to TCU.
Everything's going their way right now, you know, for his loose balls and possession arrow. Rebounds, just got to just finish when you get in that paint.
Tough start of the day, though, for Texas A&M. Their bus broke down on the way here. They were actually going to get Ubers to bring the players here, but they got the bus started again. Nice drive by a DK. She's got 9 already in the ball game.
It's a nice drive, a sidestep.
They attack that right side, taken away by Jackson. Berry wants it, calling for it at the three-point line. Didn't get it to her. Here's Hurd. Plenty of time on the shot clock at 10. Hurd gets the three, takes the three, makes the three.
That's what you do when you confuse the defense right there with the dribble, kick, then pop out. Nobody came over to close out on Hurd.
Now, the last two games, Lauren Hurd's only shot 25%. That was her first field goal made. TCU on a 7-0 run, their biggest lead of the ball game. Wells, beautiful pump fake, can't finish it out. TCU doing a good job on the boards today.
Did a good job on the boards and a really good job on on-ball defense.
Count it. Lauren Hurd attacking.
And you love this kind of attack. She's been doing it for the last 2 or 3 games. Now she's figuring it out. Hey, I don't need that extra dribble. I just need one to get me there and just float it on in before defense try to take a charge on me.
Foul was on Nixon. That is her second personal foul. Mackenzie Green checks into the lineup for Texas A&M. And Michelle Berry is going to get a little bit of a breather. Paige Bradley, the talented freshman from Bishop Lynch High School, checks in for the Horned Frogs. And here is Lauren Hurd, preseason All-Big 12 on the Nancy Lieberman watch list. That makes it a 10-0 run for the Horned Frogs.
Here come the pressure in the backcourt, opening up the floor, making their bigs come up with a little bit from the basket.
Green, the junior from Manville, Texas. They go inside. Roby kicks it back out. In, out, and drops for Hoppy.
Well, Hoppy's on rhythm. A couple of drives, baseline, and then skip pass over for the J. She's showing her rhythm right now and pretty much having the best hand for Texas A&M.
One of the transfers from St. John's, Gary Blair, saying, I've got to go to the portal now. And he has. Hurd, layup missed. Second close-range shot TCU has missed. Wells gets around the defense. Nice job. Yummy Morris covering up. Here's Green. And that's going to be on Paige Bradley. Anytime you put your hand on somebody, coach, going to get called.
Yeah, I hate that one.
Yeah,
especially the arm bar one. It's like, come on now. Right here, just, you get a little, slight little touch with the body, and you call foul on you. I hate that one.
Taken away by TCU. They worked extensively with Hannah Howard and the staff this morning for TCU on that exact inbound pass. Out the basket, Lauren Hurd. Lauren, you can go to the line.
Lauren has found the spot for us driving, finishing, and this is what she has to continue to do. She's going to have a lot more opportunities like this. You see the replay situation, dribble hesitation, nobody's back there to help. Go straight in for the two.
Manu Malapunyo will check into the lineup for TCU. Lauren Hurd will go to the line. The graduate played for Denton Geyer High School. Came back to TCU this season. Didn't have to. Said, I have some unfinished business. The journey is not finished.
Hey, just keep going.
Surprising 19-point advantage now for TCU. They're on a 13-2 run.
They've worked hard to build this league, Ron, and done some things right, taking some charges, finishing plays, especially layups.
One thing A&M has not done, which we thought they would be hit threes. They're 0 for 4 from beyond the arc so far. Wells dumps it inside. That'll be a travel on Roby. That'll be the 8th turnover for Texas A&M.
The TCU defense is playing her just right inside. It's kind of crowding her a little bit. Once she gets it, forcing her into the middle, maybe have some help.
Yummy Morris looking for somebody to cut. Berry drives baseline. Can't get it. but is fouled on the play. But one thing that we're seeing today that you and I haven't seen in TCU games before this, a lot of aggressive drives.
Yeah, a lot of drives taken off, as you can see right here, going right away because the defender on the backside, which I call the 2-9 defender back there, is not helping at all. And so when you see that, once you see that, you just got to take off and drive. And, 9 out of 10 times, the official's going to call a blocking foul because the defender is inside that charge block area.
Here's Michelle Berry, Virginia Tech transfer, graduate student out of Miami, Florida. The last 5 games, she's alternated double digits and single digits, so it's due for a double-digit game. Roby can't hold on to it. Manu Malaunia. Tom Tuberville does a great job radio for Texas A&M, walking in. Tom's a longtime friend. He goes, I've been practicing her name. What should I call her?
A big plus, for us. Her player grabbing boards, getting second effort. Right now they got 8 offensive boards as a team, and plus shooting a good percentage from the outside, shooting threes.
And they just keep throwing it down. Wow, this is a shocker.
Yeah, this is what you call this a 3-ball Sunday.
Yeah, I told you it would rain.
Yes.
It was funny, but the calmness that Coach Peebly had before the game was not surprising to us. She really thought that the team, the way they practiced this week, had an opportunity today.
Yeah, and she saw that because you practice like you play. And Coach Peebly does a great job. Her staff do a great job preparing this team every game, and this right now is showing it that they can shoot the three, play defense, and play with one of the top-ranked teams in the nation.
And you need this as you head towards January in the conference play. Wells' pull-up jumper, that's only her second field goal made out of 10 taken.
That's one of her real special plays from out of bounds, is to set a screen for her and shoot that jumper. She's a really good mid-range shooter.
Aja Holmes, 11 points in the ball game, and her season high this year is 13. Holmes will try it again. Deep three, no. Got to be careful. Don't let her start falling in love with that.
Yeah, I thought she was a little bit out of the range, more of the NBA
yeah.
Steph Curry range on that one.
If I would do that, it wouldn't be good shot, it'd be good throw. There's no way I can shoot it from there. Here's Wells. And they got a hand on her. That's going to be on Michelle Berry.
A&M is going with this 1-4 set, and with this roll of pick and drive, and Wells chose to drive on that.
Berry picks up her second shot, missed. Holmes can't come up with a rebound. Wells ends up with it. From the outside, Nixon, no. Outstanding job, Lauren Hurd, just putting a body on Malia Johnson. Inside of 3:25 to play in the half. Keep an eye on Yummy Morse. Morse had a chance, couldn't get it. After the miss by Coco Adike.
Yeah, that time TCU, they swung well.
Michelle Berry goes out. Aaliyah Jackson started her career at Texas A&M. The first time she's facing her former team. Wells for three. A&M still yet to hit one from beyond the arc. 0 for 6 in the ball game. Good job cutting off the baseline. Shot clock at 7. Nixon. A beautiful pass inside to Sydney Roby.
Yeah, that's a good pass. I thought she got away with a little bit of carry there, but officials let it go. And Postbury just hung out on the backside to get that layup.
Nixon's had 5 assists each of the last 2 games. That's going to be a 3-shot foul. Malone, or I should say Johnson, jumping out on Aja Holmes.
Yeah, Coach Blair didn't like that one. He never fouled a jump shooter, especially.
Yeah, Holmes is closing in on her season high. 1 point away from tying her season high. Her career high is 20. That was against Kansas State last February, where she just tossed in a bunch of threes in that game.
She's good at spotting up on the weak side, especially offensively, and getting a lot of shots off. Good catch and shoot, player, and really concentrate on shooting her 3-point shots from the outside, and that's why the defenders fouled her. And really hard.
And she just tied her season high. Lauren Hurd with 11, Holmes with 13 for TCU. That's going to be a travel. Wells dragged the foot.
That was that double drag action right there in transition to get the guard to turn the court. Wells had a nice looking move, but can't walk with the ball.
Texas A&M has won 8 straight over TCU. They're 15-2 in Fort Worth. Two minutes to play in the half. Just getting that heel on the line. Aaliyah Jackson, another turnover for TCU. They're already in double digits.
Getting the heel on the line, I was wondering why they put the lines on the court for basketball.
I thought they were volleyball lines.
To keep you inside the lines, not outside.
Really.
Okay.
Outside the lines, that's another show. Roby inside using the left hand. She got great position. Did a lot of work before she got the ball.
And you said the right word. Did a lot of work before the ball came to her. Had a hard seal.
Last 3 games, Roby had made 24 field goals each year. That was her 25th this season. Shot clock. Nice job, Roby, punching it away from Muckwa. 7 to shoot. TCU will have it. Tell you, I like Roby.
Yeah, Roby's quick hands, very active for a post player, always alert.
She's a good passer, too. Muckwa, no. TCU trying to tie it up, and they're going to call a foul instead, and that'll be on Coco Adike.
Yeah, here's on the rebound here. Let's see. Right now, officials called it the other way.
And here's Aaliyah Patty, the senior out of Westchester, Illinois. Started 39 games at Ohio State. All her starts the last 2 years. Had a great game versus Texas. 13 rebounds in that contest. Comes in averaging just over 4 points a ball game. Wells tapped it out of bounds. It'll belong to TCU. 70 seconds to play in the first half.
There's a lot of bodies going on the floor. Rebounds, not only just off of offensive shots, but off of free throws. And that's just the type of game we have right now. It's been real physical with each other. Who wants it more?
And Lauren Hurd's going to take her time. Shot clock closing in on 10. TCU's missed their last 4 shots. Hurd with 5, kicks it out to 3. Muckwa, offensive rebound, they'll set it up again. Holmes for 3. Muckwa battling, almost had it, lost it. TCU's ball.
And that's good possessions for TCU, good energy. Right now you got it back. You can run the clock down. Probably down to about 15 on the shot clock, and get a good shot.
31.1 to play in the first half. An entertaining first half if you're a TCU fan. Hurd out front, looks at the clock.
You look for that middle ball screen.
Holmes with 4. Holmes lost the handle. They're not going to get a shot off, but A&M the last to touch it. Now they're going to say it's a shot clock violation.
That was a close one.
That was.
Possession. Right now you got to play solid defense. Probably see a double drag action here by A&M.
Look for the 3-point shot. No. On the drive, can't get it. Wells has it with 2. Wells dumps it off. Johnson inside. Count it. They're going to replay it, though.
Especially for the younger players.
You don't want a team that has a big lead to go turtle. In other words, go in their shell. You want them, like you said, do what you've done in the first 20.
Yeah, a lot of times you just don't even take your team to the locker room. You want to stay out. You say, man, this feels good. Let's stay out here.
Bottom line, A&M has not hit a 3 yet. They've hit the most threes per game in their history. TCU wanted to travel instead. Sahara Jones is getting the start here in the second half. Gets the 2.
Yeah, she did one of the old school step moves. She got away with that one.
Coming off a season high, 7 rebounds last game, and TCU turns it over into the hands of Wells. Was only 2 for 11 in the first half. Roby had position, they just threw it away. 10th turnover for Texas A&M in this ball game. They come in averaging just under 16 miscues a game.
Yeah, that was just a miscue for his timing.
Yeah.
In and out pass, out and in, and just didn't happen. He went straight out of bounds.
TCU number 5 in the Big 12 in turnover margin. They've really taken care of the ball. Can't get it right into the hands of Jordan Nixon out of New York City, New York. Almost 60% of her shots are from beyond the arc. Offensive rebound. Kick it back out. Nixon on the drive. Misses the layup. Last touch by Texas A&M's Sahara Jones.
Yeah, normally Wells and Nixon, where to get in there, they usually can score, inside that paint.
Yeah.
There. Nixon is really good at finishing, but not today. It's not happening.
Tried to squeeze it inside. Last touch by Patricia Morris, who says, my bad.
Yeah, that's one of those straight line passes to, the block there. And that's a tough pass because defenders can get their hands on it.
Here's Jones on the drive, kicks it back out. Wells, off balance shot, draws contact and the foul. And that'll be on Michelle Berry. And that'll be your 3rd foul.
You see here, Wells does a good job. She's active, on the offensive end, but also defensively, and just really helping out and getting her hands on the basketball.
And here's Kayla Wells, 9 games away from breaking Carla Gilbert's record for games played at Texas A&M. Came into this game 1,493 points. 1,500 and stays at 1,500 right now. Last touch by Roby. TCU will have it. TCU has not shot 40% this season. They're at 41 right now. But not a good first 2 minutes for the Horned Frogs offensively.
Well, A&M is staying in this zone, 2-3 zone, and they're really just making it tough to get the ball inside and taking away a lot of the drive lanes. So TCU's got to really focus on reversing the ball around perimeter, but look for deep corner shots.
Well, Coco Adike commits the 14th turnover for TCU. And it drives coaches nuts. I mean, Roby had position on Morris, but Adike still trying to get the ball in there. Roby facing up on Morris, backs in, uses that strength, counted. Gary Blair wanted a 3-point play. Not a happy man, but he got 2.
Well, in basketball terms, they call it the Barkley move. And once you get in there, you just pound yourself down there where you can use your body in the glass and then put it in for 2.
TCU a 7-game losing streak to top 25 teams. Lead cut to 15. Shot clock at 7. Lauren Hurd on the move. Out and got around Pitts.
Good finish. Eyes on the rim. Straight up. 2-dribble move all the way for the layup.
TCU needed that. Lauren Hurd after the errant pass by Nixon. Hurd with a layup. Timeout Gary Blair. And he wants to talk.
Temperature is about 60 outside right now.
Well, it was 30 between those two. It was not a good conversation, as we like to say. TCU far from out of this game, though. This is a good basketball team. Nice job inside, Roby. She's got 10.
And that's something that Gary drawed up on out of bounds from timeout. He was pretty good at drawing up some plays from timeout. Called ATOs.
Wide open three, a little bit strong into the hands of Wells. Has Pitts on one side. Takes it herself through the contact foul, Yummy Morris.
You can see it off the rim. Right here, coast to coast. She sees nothing but the rim and Nixon in there. They are really trying to bring the energy and make something happen offensively.
Wells number 1, Texas A&M history and three-point percentage. But again, Aggies 0 for 7 in this ball game. On the year, they average about 8 makes a contest, which is the most they've ever had. Wells will have another. TCU has played 11 players in today's game. Is it by feel when you make substitutions, or is it situational?
Combination of both, Ron, but I think, right now it's mainly situational. Going against a zone, 2-3 zone. Got to have somebody in the middle, somebody to float over who can shoot a three.
Diggs inside, beautiful pass to Morris.
And that's the situation one right there. High-low pass, be patient with it. Morris did a great job catching the basketball and putting it in.
And then a turnover. And the foul's going to be on Wells. That'll be her first personal foul. Patricia Morris, no points the last.
Taking the charge, sell it. When you sell it, you get it to go the other way.
Holmes needs a little bit of help. Finally gets it to Tabby Diggs. Diggs almost throws it away. Wells bails him out with 16 on the shot clock. I don't think anybody knew what they wanted to do with the ball on that one.
Yeah, it was a good drive lane there, and A&M just played the lanes very well. So we'll see what happens with an out-of-bounds play.
Boy, Morris just got a forearm shiver right to the face by Roby. They still get the 2. And the foul. I mean, we had a clear angle, and Roby, I don't know if we'll be able to pick it up.
They watched those two players because they could get a little bit more physical out there.
Yeah, TCU has hit 4 of their last 5 shots, get the offensive rebound. Possession arrow belongs to the Horned Frogs. Again, those 50-50 balls, Coach.
50-50. You said it before the game, Ron. That's what they had to have, the 50-50 ball. I said they needed the 3 pointers, so they're putting it all together right now.
By the way, they've got 5. They need 2 more. Then your nickname is Nostradamus Williams. Count the basket and a foul.
Just the way they drew it up, just the way they practice it, right there. Defense falls asleep. I'm going to get you on the backside from out of bounds.
15 points in the ball game. The Horned Frogs on a 6-0 run. And another hustle play. Diggs runs it down.
Now here's where you eat up a little bit of clock. Make them think about it defensively, what they've done wrong. Gave up 2 possessions in the last 15 seconds.
They give Jackson the shot, takes it, makes him pay with it too.
It's all in the footwork. Step back, move your feet, follow through, goes in all net.
Aaliyah Jackson has struggled shooting this year. That is big. Lauren Hurd comes up with it, 3-on-2 if they hurry. Aja Holmes spots up, lets it fly, flat!
Hold back. You got to keep going and do what you do well.
Now you got to dig in defensively. Morris getting extended playing time in the middle because she's done a good job. Hopping from the outside. Jackson comes up with it. Go inside of 4:25 to play here in the third.
I think Morris' size bothers Roby for his, getting post-ups. And
I heard the coaches go, oh my, when Morris took that shot. It was an audible, oh my. Don't get carried away. Shot clock at 6. Hurd. Gonna have to put something up with 2. Does with 1. Doesn't get it. TCU hustle play. And the basket for Tabby Diggs.
That was one of those look what I found rebounds. One teammate had it in the hands of the other, and then once it gets into your hand,
she got the present.
Yes.
Tabby Diggs at the line. A 14-0 run over the last 2:05 for TCU. A&M scoring drought now, 2:20. And it's stopped with their first three of the ball game by Nixon.
And here come the full court pressure now. They trying to press it up.
Oh, my.
You got to attack it. If anything, you got to attack it. If not, just bring it out and eat up some clock.
Coaching staff at TCU knew that would come. They already had it planned how they're going to break the press, and they did. Lauren Hurd. That's going to be an offensive foul. And that'll be her first personal foul. Yeah.
When you sell it, I keep saying it, the official's going to call it.
Mackenzie Green is running the offense out front, number 23, the junior. And a whistle away from the ball. Coco Adike will come back into the lineup for TCU.
In the backcourt, the rest of this game from TCU trying to make.
They want to get it in Lauren Hurd's hand. They finally do.
They're trying to make TCU push the ball up the floor. So A&M is going to pull out backcourt pressure. And what happens here is that went off of Lauren Hurd's lane.
Once again, here it is again. Yeah, just she lost the handle.
Yeah,
she did.
Lost the handle. A little pressure by defense.
Good physical drive by Green. Gets her first points of the ball game. Nice job breaking the press as we go inside of 2:45 to play in the third. Patience by TCU offensively. This is the best patience and extra passes we've seen this year.
Yeah, we got a pass, back cut, down to the lane.
I want to see that again because it looked like Nixon was in the restricted zone.
Yeah, it looked like defense was inside the restricted area. Really didn't give her a chance to land either. You can feel the urgency from A&M.
Right.
Texas A&M is trying to push the ball a little bit more pressure on defense.
The three well off the mark. And on the line, it'll be TCU's basketball. They've hit 6 of their last 8 shots, the Horned Frogs have. Best shooting percentage by far this year, Coach.
Yeah, and breaking the press here, Ron, you got to leave the floor open so your ball handlers can bring it up one-on-one versus somebody running and jumping on you.
Seeing the versatility of Coco Adike being hounded by Green. Muckwa comes out to give her a little bit of help. And again, 2 white jerseys in between the purple. You don't throw it to him. From 3, buried by Nixon for a second.
They're starting to feel it. They're going to run and jump. That's what I'm talking about right there.
Timeout, TCU, 8-0 run by Texas A&M. Nixon with Coco Adike, the senior out of Denmark, started her career at Butler, will trigger the inbounds pass. Adike has to give it up. Berry in the corner, no, rebound, pulled away by Hoppy. Nixon on the drive, and it's a 10-0 run by A&M.
That's what Nixon does. She likes to go coast to coast with it when she gets the basketball.
The wheels are getting a little wobbly. Come down here, make a couple, right the ship a little bit.
Yeah, and just stay patient with the ball. The hardest thing in basketball is to stay in the lead, Ron, and you just got to protect it as much as possible. Like I said at halftime, after halftime, the biggest thing here is it's going to be a learning experience for all the younger players that's on this on this floor on both ends.
Well, Hurd misses her second free throw of the game, but she's got 18. Lead goes back to 20. Hoppy pulls the trigger, buries the two. Foot was on the line. Hoppy now with 8 in the ball game. Final 50 seconds upcoming here in the third. TCU's led by as many as 29. It is 18. A&M on a 12-1 run, the last 2:39. Gary Blair's defense has gone up about 5 notches. Barry from deep in the corner. Those were the rebounds that TCU was getting in the first 20 minutes, Fred.
Yes, and they didn't get them in the last few, but they got to get back to that energy level of getting those type offensive boards.
Shot clock turned off, Coach.
Here we go.
Green hands it off. Hoppy. Nice dumping down inside. No basket. They're going to say there was a foul call before the shot.
We'll see it down.
Aaliyah Johnson out of Chicago, Illinois, the 4-star recruit.
Your free throws get you points. You got to put those in, especially when you're down. Every basket counts.
Texas A&M has outscored TCU 21-19 here in the second half. Tied up, possession arrow belonged to A&M with 2.8. In case you just joined us, TCU led at halftime, 42-24. 2.8 left in the quarter.
Look for Wells coming across. Maybe stop right there for a touch.
Wells with 1.5, the running right-hander won't go. That's the end of the third quarter. So TCU looking for
indecisive passes, but look for A&M to put up a lot more threes here in this fourth period.
They've only made 2. They've attempted 9. Well below what they averaged. Nice switch defensively by the Aggies. Adike, the 3, and the foul's going to be called. Morris had nice position on the inside, but Johnson called for the infraction.
Yeah, this was a wrap foul, wrapping, and like I say, Morris's size, her size is really bothering A&M because her length causes problems.
Morris, got away with it! Patricia Morris with 7.
Right on cue. Her length causes problems.
That's exactly. And that's what Coach Peebly said about her all the time. Says she has the ability to be a scorer. Whistling a foul. Morris's season high is 8.
You see it right here.
With 7 points and 6 rebounds.
Yeah, she's doing a great job on that floor today. She's in her role of what she's trying to do for the team. And having those fouls out there, those are important fouls and good possessions of scoring.
Here's Jordan Dixon at the line. Short-armed it. Nixon with 10 in the ball game. Here comes the double on Lauren Hurd. And Lauren Hurd lost it. 19th turnover for TCU.
Yeah, what's hurt when she's bringing that ball down the floor, there's ball pressure. They bring somebody in the back with the run and jump, and the other defender is the sideline.
Right.
And so you get trapped there, and it goes right off your leg, or you're going to dribble off.
So it's 3-on-1 almost.
3-on-1.
Wells gets around the defense. Adike just let her go.
Yeah, that ice overload.